I've learned a very valuable lesson these past couple weeks, and that is I suck at making titles for like everything that needs a title. Hey guys, my name is Stephanie Brown. Welcome to Creative Guzzle, my vlog where I talk about creative stuff. Tonight's drink is winter is coming, but it melted because it's been ridiculously hot out here. I did get a picture of it before it melted though, so if you want to see that, you can check it out on my website. Link will be up here. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, that actually that tastes like winter. Wow. Whew, that's good. By the way, holy wow, did you guys see the Game of Thrones episode last Sunday? Oh my gosh, it was so good. I'm so sad that there's only one more episode left for this season and then possibly only one more season left. Game of Thrones, what am I gonna do without you? So a couple weeks ago, a very kind person named Super Galaxy left a comment on this video where I was summarizing all of my different stories that I'm working on. Actually, he left more of a book than a comment, but I'm just kidding. It was very well thought out comment. But the thing that he said that stood out to me the most was that he said that my titles for my stories are kind of cliche and or boring. And I looked at my titles and I looked back at the comment. Valid point. Very valid point. In all honesty, a lot of those titles were just the first ones that I came up with when I was first concepting the stories, and I never got around to name them something better, and I also didn't realize that they were not that great to begin with. This is specifically true of Legend of the Orbs, and it was the first time I'd come up with a title for a story. And it's funny because I've always been really good about changing things within the story, but I never actually looked at the title of the story and realized that they needed to be changed too. Like, really? Legend of the Orbs? Legend of the Orbs. Wow. Really? The end? You couldn't come up with anything better than that stuff? Shut up, leave me alone. I mean, titles are super important. I know they say don't judge a book by their cover, but come on, everybody judges a book by their covers. It's human nature to be attracted to things that are enticing, and having a crappy title is a huge turnoff. I also got some comments from some very helpful people over on Video Creators who pointed out that my titles for my YouTube videos were also not so good. They were not searchable. Video titles, check. Oh. Now, since Super Galaxy left that comment, I've been tossing around a bunch of different ideas for new titles for my stories. Nebula I made a fairly simple update to. It's now Nebula Prime, which kind of gives it more of a sci-fi vibe, but it also works within the context of the story because the two warring parties that are from the future are the Nebulans and the Primians. The end was a little tricky, and that was mostly my fault because I kept trying to think of some kind of play on words with the word fire, because fire can have multiple meanings. And then one of my good friends pointed out that that would probably make it sound super young adult cliche. So I dropped that idea and he suggested doing something a little simpler. So the end is now called Us at the End. I like it. Legend of the Orbs was significantly harder to come up with something. And I think part of that was because I didn't want to just rename the story, but I also wanted to rename the orbs themselves because the orbs themselves are very cliche for the fantasy genre. But it all clicked together when I came up with a new name for the orbs, and now they are called the Eteru fragments. Eteru, which is loosely based off of the English spelling of the Japanese word for ether. And then the subtitles for each of the parts of Legend Eteru are still the same. So part 1 is still the empty map, part 2 is the stray dagger, and part 3 is the last fragment. I guess that one did change because it used to be called the Darkest Orb. I'm not sure yet if I want to rename Power Up because I feel like that one kind of works, but if I do decide to change it, I do have a couple of ideas that I could use. However, I think my pirate movie King's Flag could probably use a better title. And for this one, I'm actually going to let you guys help me figure out what to rename it. If you click right up here, there will be a poll with some alternate titles for King's Flag. Vote on whichever one you like best, and if you don't like any of them, you can always leave a comment down below with another suggestion. Whichever title wins will be the new title for King's Flag. And if you need a little bit of a refresher of what King's Flag is about, just think The Lion King, but with pirates instead of lions. I forgot to finish my drink. That was exceptionally good. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like these new titles? Do you have a hard time coming up with titles for your own stories? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button that's right down there and subscribe for new videos every Friday. Stay excellent to each other and keep making awesome things. Bye!